Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back, baby. I am back. And let me tell you something. If somebody thought that they ran me off YouTube, you thought wrong, okay? Because I'm back, okay? I've been gone for a minute though. I think it's been like 9 months. I hope you're liking the postpartum glow. Anyways, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Michelle, and over here we talk about friendships, relationships, and any other shit you can think of. We talk about things that these don't want us to talk about. We talk about things that these don't want us to know. So if that sounds interesting to you, come on board, subscribe to my channel. Let's just jump right into the video. Oh, before I do, I have to rest a couple things. I can't believe I have to do this, but because my channel is really little, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but majority of the people that watch my videos are like people that I used to know, and hi haters, people that I used to know and people that I'm friends with, right? And unfortunately, people think that sometimes when I come up here and say something that like I'm talking about them, like, sis, I'm just minding my business. I'm sorry, this shoe fits, but I promise you, I'm just doing God's work. I don't know, it just happens that the shoe fits. And so I just thought I needed to put that out there, that when I make videos, it's probably from my experience. I don't have to come out and say, oh, I did A, B, and C, right? I don't have to spell out every single thing that I've been through. Anyways. Also, I keep up with pop culture a lot, and I was thinking I am going to be doing videos that have to do with pop culture. Like if it's something that I feel like we can learn from, what better way than to learn from public figures, right? So if there's something juicy that I think we can learn from, I will definitely be posting videos that are related to what is going on. So don't be shook when you see some pop culture videos, right, pop up on my channel, and y'all be like, oh, she is what do you call these channels, like gossip channels? No, we're gonna learn something. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, as you can tell by today's title of the video, we're going to be talking about not getting over your past, but I guess letting go of your past. This is something that I personally have been dealing with. Sometimes you just think that you're like the only person who's going through things until you like talk to people, and I realized a lot of people have a hard time letting go of their past. I think that is because it's easy to forgive other people, because we're always talking about forgiveness, right? And it's so much easier to forgive other people than it is to forgive yourself, because letting go of your past like literally requires you to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself in order for you to move on. I think the hardest thing for me personally was just accepting that I'm not perfect. I am going to make mistakes. Heck, I'm still in my 20s, right? There's plenty of room to make like stupid decisions. I hope not from this point onwards, but we're people, we make mistakes. A lot of us have made choices in the past, that are still haunting us today. We feel guilty of like the decisions that we made in the past. Like it could be that maybe you let somebody walk all over you, right? It was a relationship and you didn't stand your ground, and I don't know, you feel guilty about that. Maybe you were younger and you didn't respect your body. Maybe it's something that you did that cost somebody else's life. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, we go through things to learn something from it. And you know what? It's actually a really good thing that you are realizing that what you did, I don't know, like a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, is something that you probably don't ever want to repeat in your life, because that shows growth, right? And growth is important. You should be worried if you are still doing the same stuff that you were doing 5 years ago. Also, if I am all over the place with this video, my apologies. I do have notes, but I feel like I kind of just want to speak from the heart instead of like, reading stuff that I wrote. So bear with me, please. I am going to try and convey this message as best as I can. Acknowledge that it has happened, accept it has happened, because at this point it's like, it's kind of a done deal, really. You can't undo something that you have done. There's no point in crying over spilt milk. Accept that it has already happened and forgive yourself. So when we say forgive, right? When people say like, forgive someone, forgive him, forgive her, what they're saying is that like you are not holding anything against that person, right? So it could mean that the next time you run into that person, you are not going to be feeling some type of way about that person, because when you truly forgive someone, right? Not just saying I forgive you, but like when you truly forgive someone, you don't hold any resentment against that person. You're not holding any grudge against that person. You can run into your ex who hurt you so much and not feel some type of way, not feel like running them over. And that's the same thing when it comes to forgiving yourself. When you forgive yourself, you are choosing to make peace with your past. You are making a conscious decision. Now right there, you are making a conscious decision to move on. And I know this is easier said than done, because we're not the only people judging ourselves, right? We're not the only person who is holding this past over our own heads. Like society is holding our mistakes over our own head. Let's say you used to work at a strip club, maybe you were doing it for school or whatever, and now you've gotten everything that you wanted, but then you look back and you regret doing that. Maybe you've come to a point where it's like, you're like, okay, it is what it is, you know, this is my past and I accept it. I'm not gonna hide away from it. Unfortunately, people are going to hold what we have done in the past over our heads, whether we like it or not. Maybe you want to move on. All people ever say is, oh, she used to be a stripper, or she used to do this, or she used to do that. Like, you literally cannot do anything without people bringing up your past. You can try to change yourself, you can try and reinvent yourself, you can feed the homeless. People are never gonna let go of what you have done in the past. It's also hard to let go of your past because we're always thinking, what are they thinking about me? What is he or she thinking about me? What is their perception of me? But I'm here to tell you, okay, that their perceptions really don't matter. The only perception that matters is yours. You are literally the only person that is holding the key to your future. Like, I know this sounds like a corny or cliche or whatever. I've realized that me holding on to my past is kind of like I have been imprisoning myself, because every time I want to move on, I'm always thinking about, oh, I did this in 1990 something. The more I hold on to that, the more I am giving it power over me. The more you hold on to it, the more you're actually giving people power over you. The only thing I can do at this point is to rewrite my story. My old story was, I used to work at a strip club, I used to do drugs, I used to whatever it is that you used to do, right? But what am I going to do from this point moving forward? Because that is the only thing that matters. Deal with your fears. What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of what people are going to say about you? Like I said, people are going to talk about you regardless. You do something, they're going to talk about you. You don't do anything, they're going to be like, oh, all she does is not do nothing. People are gonna always have something to say about something. Sometimes it's not even people thinking anything about it, right? It's you getting into other people's minds and thinking that they're thinking this about me. Because of that, we hold ourselves hostage, because you're making up these false narratives and these fake scenarios in your head. There is nothing wrong with dealing with pain. Sometimes you just have to let those negative emotions flow through, but don't dwell on them. And as you're going through this, be kind to yourself. Say positive things about yourself. Say nice things about yourself. You don't want your past to define who you are. It's easy, so easy for that to happen. It's so easy to think you're worthless because of things that you've done in the past. It's so easy to feel like you don't deserve happiness, you don't deserve love, you don't deserve success or anything because of what has happened to you in the past. The positive things help you to reframe your mindset. It helps you to think of yourself differently. It's a process. It's not going to be overnight. And just knowing that if it wasn't for the things that I've been through, if it wasn't for the choices that I made, I wouldn't be who I am today. Like, I know for sure that I think the way that I think today because of the choices that I made in the past, right? I am who I am today, obviously, because of decisions that I've made in the past. Am I proud of the things that, certain decisions that I've made? I heard a sound. I'm by myself. But lost my train of thought. Cut some people off. There's certain people you're gonna have to cut off, especially if they're constantly dragging you back to your past, or they're people who won't let you forget of your past. Definitely need to cut them loose. Last thing is to live in the present. Live in now. All this stuff is easier said than done. In theory, it sounds great. Actually doing it, not so easy. So this is all I have for this video, you guys. Kind of short, but it's something that I felt like I needed to talk about. And also, I feel like it can also make me a little bit relatable, instead of people thinking that every time I come on here I'm being judgmental, which I really am not. Because have you met me? Have you met me? Because if you have, then you know. Then you know I'm the last person who should be judging anybody. So this is all I have, you guys, before I start rambling. Let go of your past. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. There is hope. Forget what everybody says, because people are gonna hold stuff over your head regardless of what you do. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share with somebody who has been struggling to let go of their past, and let them know that they're not on their own. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.